Hey everyone, give me a second. I'm going to share this in our parties right now. So if you're joining me, I don't see any little eyeballs yet, but I'm going to share these in our live parties. So give me 1 second. Oh, I see a little eyeball. Hey Destiny! So glad you're able to join. Making fajitas tonight. Okay. I'm gonna share this in my parties. If you don't know what I mean when I say parties, if you're joining in later and you're just watching this, I have week-long virtual parties. Hey, Miss Christy, where we learn about all things Pamper Chef. Okay, I'm gonna share this in, let's see, April's party. And then we're going to share it in Lauren's party. So it's gonna be some chicken fajitas and guacamole and tres leches cake, which is going to be made in the microwave. Crazy, I know, but I'm gonna show you just how simple it can be. Okay, share to a group. And we're gonna look up Lauren. Alrighty. Great, so we are shared in both of these groups, so I am gonna go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to start with the making the dessert because I need to put that in the microwave for quite some time. So we are going to use the rock crock. This is the Dutch oven. They make a lot of different size rock crocks. They have, this one's the Dutch oven. They have the everyday pan, which is 2.5 quarts. This one's 4 quarts. They also have a extra large, I believe it's 8 quarts. There's a casserole. There's a stone for the grill. And I have prepared some white cake batter, just the regular box. And I just put all the ingredients the box says. I mixed it up with my whisk. Now, I wanted to show you this whisk because I did have a few questions about it. It is stainless steel and it does not rust. That's what I love about this whisk because I've had whisks before that I've bought from I don't even remember where. And they rusted when I washed them and they stayed kind of wet, and that's just not cool. So I am going to pour this batter in our rock crock. This is my classic batter bowl that it's in. I'm using the mix and scraper to scrape it all out. This mix and scraper can really get a good scrape on the bowl, get all of the yummy goodness out of there. All right, so this is the classic batter bowl. There is a lid for this thing, so if you ever make something and need to store it in the fridge, it's great. So what we're going to do is put this bad boy in the microwave for 12 minutes. We're gonna forget about it in the microwave, 12 minutes, and it's going to make a lovely cake, so you'll see. It might be a little more than 12 minutes, depending on your microwave. So we have that going, so what we're gonna do is start the chicken. I'm gonna move you over to the oven / stovetop. Okay, so with the chicken, we are going to use our grill pan. I'm gonna put you down so you can see our grill pan. Right here, we have a grill press in the grill pan. It's been kind of preheating for me. So I'm gonna spray it with some olive oil. This is the kitchen spritzer. Really love this thing because I don't have to use sprays that may have preservatives and other ingredients that I can't pronounce. Also, with the kitchen spritzer, you can infuse your own oils if you wanted. So that's really cool. But love this thing, kitchen spritzer. So we have our grill pan. Now before I put the chicken on here, I want to show it to you. I seasoned it before we started. You see that nice lovely color in the seasoning? I only used 2 things, both Pampered Chef and both gluten-free. So if you have a gluten-free family, I have the Tex-Mex rub and the chipotle rub. I used both of those for the chicken tonight. And so with that, it is going to make a nice, lovely fajita chicken. And if you have a gluten-free household, these are perfect because they're gluten-free. So a lot of our seasonings are gluten-free, and you can see right here, if they have that little mark on it, that means there's no gluten. So we are going to put our chicken down on our grill pan. I'm gonna try and fit as many as I possibly can on here. And the chicken is not gonna take long at all. Just 3 minutes on each side. So one batch of chicken is only 6 minutes. And it's probably gonna take me 2 batches because it looks like this is all I'm gonna be able to fit on here. So put that chicken on there. I'm gonna put my press. I'm gonna set my timer for 3 minutes. I'm gonna bring you back over here. So while our chicken is making, we are going to slice up some veggies. Tonight's dinner is not gonna take that long. So we have our veggies. I love to do red pepper and yellow pepper. They're a little sweeter when I slice my veggies for my fajitas. So we're gonna clean out these bell peppers. We're gonna use a cool little tool called a scoop loop. Looks like this. First, we're gonna cut off the top of those bell peppers. And so we have all those seeds in there, and we have our scoop loop. What's great is that we can use this thing and just scoop out those seeds very easy. See how clean it is? I have like a little section on there. You have 2 sides to the scoop loop. One side's a little smaller than the other, so you can really get into those peppers that are a little bit closer. We're also gonna use this later for our avocado. So you'll see that you can use it for multiple things. We're gonna clean out our red pepper, cut off the top. This is our utility knife. Love this thing, it's so sharp. We're gonna use the large side. We're just gonna scoop, you're just gonna really just press it against the edge. You push down and scrape it all right out, super easy. I'm gonna use the smaller side to get closer into the bottom. Very easy. That's our scoop loop. So simple. And I think that's only like $5. Best $5 ever. Okay. So we're gonna slice up our onion. I already have an onion right here, and our bell peppers for our fajitas. And we're gonna use the simple slicer. This thing is great because you can get the smallest little slices very quick and easy. So I have 3 different settings. There's 1, 2, or 3. I want it on a 3. I'm gonna move it all the way up. This is a safety guard. So what you do is you slide it on. You can pull the top off. To start off with our pepper, I'm gonna hold it. Just kind of, it fits right in there. I'm gonna hold it until it goes lower to the end. But all you have to do is go up and down. And it makes nice little slices. You can see right here. And go up and down. Once it's to the point where my fingers are getting close, I'm going to take our safety guard to push down on that pepper so that my fingers don't get close to that blade. And I'm just going to keep going up and down until all of my peppers went through. Look how fast and simple I have all of these nice peppers. Now I like to cut them in half because I don't want them whole. So what I'll do is I'll just go back with my utility knife, cut in half. Very easy. Now I have all these beautiful peppers. This is actually 2. Cut and slice. That's my chicken. I'm gonna flip them real fast. I'll try and bring it over so you guys can see that beautiful char on there. That grill. So nice. Smells delicious. We're gonna flip them and cook another 3 minutes. All right, so we're going to do our yellow pepper now. And fit that right in there. Go up and down. Hey, Tanya. All right. Put that guard. Oh, it got stuck on me. All right. I want to cut them in half. And then we're gonna do our onion. Guys, this is so fast and easy. Like, it's been, I think, like 4 minutes, and I already have 2 peppers cut, and half of my chicken's already almost cooked. All right, let's do our other onion. And I love how large this part is. If you have one of the old mandolins, it doesn't fit like an entire onion or pepper, I find. So this newer design that they have is great because it fits what you need. All right. So that is the simple slicer. Easy, simple, just like it's called, to slice. Awesome. We're gonna throw that in the sink. And it goes in the dishwasher, which is even more great because I love anything that goes in the dishwasher. We'll cut these peppers in half. I'm sorry, onions. The onions we're gonna cut in half. And I have 2 different bell peppers, an entire onion, sliced beautifully in 6 minutes, and so now, well, 5 minutes, and now I'm going to have my first batch of chicken done. So what I'm going to do while waiting on that chicken, I'm going to make some guacamole, and we're going to use the manual food processor to make this guacamole. I'm going to move my veggies over here. Like I said, this is going to be a fast dinner. So we're going to use the manual food processor. And what's great about this thing is we can make our entire thing of guacamole and then store it in this container. I've had a customer one time say the word manual does not sound quite time-saving. And you're right, the word manual does not sound that great. But what I love about the manual food processor is, one, how many things you can do in it, but then 2, how you can really control how finely chopped you want whatever you're mixing up and chopping in here. I have a Ninja and it works great, and I still use it. Sometimes I chop it too much because it's so powerful. So what I really like about this is that I can really control what I want and how I want it. So our timer just went off. I'm gonna pull that chicken out. Our beautiful chicken. I like to check it before taking it completely out. Looks done. 6 minutes on the grill pan. Easy, simple. My juices are clear. Means I'm all good to go. Put my chicken in there and then have one more batch of chicken. 3 minutes on each side. So in total, our chicken's gonna take 12 minutes to cook tonight because I have 2 pounds that I'm cooking. I find 1 pound just goes by too fast, and if you have a bigger family, 2 pounds would be better for you as well. Now I'm using the tenderloins. If you use chicken breast and it's thick, you do need to give it more time than just 3 minutes on each side. But I like to use the tenderloins. It's a lot easier, and it goes by faster, and they're tender. So, and they're already cut into smaller pieces, so they're easy to deal with. But you can definitely use whole chicken breast, and it works the same. So we're gonna make some guacamole. Our manual food processor has 3 parts to it. We have the processing part, we have the blade, and the bowl itself. Put our blade in there. We're gonna first take 1/4 of a red onion. So I'm gonna cut that into somewhat smaller chunks. We're gonna throw that in here. We're gonna put our top one. Now there's a lock right here. You just have to pull it the other way and it opens up. We're gonna go ahead and pump that handle a few times. To get our onion chopped exactly how we want it. See how well it chops? Someone asked me earlier in the week, what do you use to chop veggies? You can definitely use the manual food processor to chop all different veggies. Just to show you another one, I use the food chopper. It looks like this. You put your veggies underneath here and you just pump this and it chops the veggies. But you could definitely use a manual food processor. Did I not start this? I think I forgot to put the timer on for these. I'm gonna do 1 more minute, just to make sure we're good. Okay, I'm also going to put a whole tomato, so I'm gonna chop that right in there as well. I'm just cutting these into chunks to make it easier for the food processor to get all of it at a consistent rate. We're gonna put that in there. Get that all chopped up. See, everything's chopped up in there now. All right, let me check my chicken real fast. I'm gonna flip that chicken. If you are just joining us, or if you join later on the replay, please ask questions. I can go back and answer them. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, we're gonna add some seasonings at this point. I'm just gonna put some garlic powder. This is somewhat of a recipe that I got from, it's like a copycat recipe of the Papacitos tableside guacamole. If you are in Texas, you know what I'm talking about with Papacitos. I really hadn't seen any in Louisiana. We're gonna put some salt and pepper and garlic powder. All right, so guacamole, we need avocados, of course. So we are going to use our avocados, we're gonna use our scoop loop that we used earlier to get these avocados out. So we're gonna slice our avocados all the way around. Let me get that pit out. Uh-oh, our whole pit broke. All right, we're gonna take our scoop loop. I'm gonna use a smaller side because these avocados are somewhat small. Well, I can use the big side on right here. So we're just gonna kind of get close to that skin, push it down, and it's going to pull it right out. Very simple. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of slice it inside here. I should have did that before I did the scoop loop, but we're gonna drop it in. Drop it in our manual food processor. I'm gonna scoop that out. Put that in there. We need 3 avocados. Our cake just went off. I think it might almost be finished or done. Ooh, this one's a really pretty avocado. So let's slice it. We're gonna take our scoop loop and scoop it out. Take this pit out. I always hate taking those pits out because they're very unpredictable. They fly all over the place. right, that's avocado number 2. After we put avocado number 3, I need to check that cake. I posted a tip earlier in the parties that to check an avocado, in case you were not aware, you pull the little section of the pit, well, whatever this is, I guess where it connects to the tree. You pull a section of that off and see if it's brown or if it is green. Then you know if your avocado is brown or green. Super cool. A friend of mine actually, oh, we lost that pit. A friend of mine actually taught me that. So part of this. All right. This avocado had part of that skin still on there. Okay, so that's the scoop loop we used twice tonight. Rinse some of this avocado off of me. Okay. Let's check our chicken because it's screaming at me over here. It is done. It is beautiful. It's smelling good. We're going to throw that in our bowl. Our nice clean mixing bowl. Now, all of this great, lovely stuff that is on here, we are going to throw our veggies to mix in. So in Louisiana, Cajuns may call that the gratin or something like that. Everyone else calls it the fond, something of the sort. Forgot the exact word. So we have our flexible cutting knife. This is super cool because I can pick it up easy and then I can flex it how I need to get all those peppers and onions out of there. We're gonna mix our peppers and onions around in this beautiful seasoned juicy mixture. And what I'm going to do is just put that press right on top. Now, what else is super cool about these? So this one itself gives you a little tip on what each type of dice is. So there's like small dice, medium dice, large dice, fine julienne, and just julienne. So it kind of gives you like what that means. And there's like a ruler on the bottom so you can measure things. I have another one over here that I've been using for our guacamole that for the ingredients of the guacamole that I'm done with now, that gives you like portion. So it has like cool little tips. And when I saw that, I was like, how cool is that? Now, I mean, I don't always need to know these things, but in a pinch, if I need to know what's a teaspoon, I can look at here, it says a thumb's tip. Or what's 3 ounces? It's a palm. So really cool little extra there. So before we mix this up, we need lime juice. And the lime juice helps this from keep getting it browned. So I just got this really cool hand juicer. So I'm super excited to try it out because what's great about this thing is every little drop of juice comes out of your lime because it completely flips it inside out. So I read somewhere you're supposed to roll it on a hard surface first. And then I'm gonna cut it in half. What I'm going to do is place my little juice inside. Oh, I'm putting it the wrong way. And all I'm going to do is push all that lovely juice out. Squeeze it out. Okay. Maybe I didn't do it right. It's the first time I ever try it because it didn't flip it inside out. But I do have a ton of juice that came out of there. Yeah, I didn't position it right, but it completely juiced it. My friend does this and it completely flips it inside out, so I know it does it. Let's try it now. Maybe I didn't do it right. Get all that lovely juice of that lime out. I'm pushing it on its side, so it's not doing it, but it will flip it inside out if you want it to. But all that juice comes out of there into our lovely thing, and then dishwasher, hey, that's as easy as it can be. So before I mix this, let's check our cake. cinnamon mints. These are actually Pampered Chef as well. I love them because they go up high, so that burn zone covers it for you. Okay, so we have, oh y'all, I think this is done. The cake, it smells delicious. I have our cake tester releaser, also Pampered Chef. We're gonna stick that right in the middle. Look at that, came out clean. It is done. I'll show you what it looks like. Now this is tres leches, so we're gonna poke some holes in it. Look at that, beautiful cake. We're gonna poke some holes in it and we're gonna pour some nice, lovely 3 milks. That's what tres leches stands for. So let's put this on the side real fast. I'm gonna get a spoon, or really I don't wanna use that. I'll use a wooden spoon. Poke some holes in it. These are our wooden teak spoons. We're gonna put holes all in this bad boy so that when we pour the 3 milks on top, it sucks it all up. So we're gonna put ours on the side. I have our small batter bowl right here. It has some whipping cream in it right now. We want 3 milks, that's only 1. So we're also going to put some condensed milk. This one has a pop top, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the pop top. We got our little mini scraper so I can get all of that condensed milk, all that sticky condensed milk out of there. Put a whole can. I love condensed milk, y'all, especially on snowballs. And here in Texas, they don't have snowballs. They call them snow cones, and I haven't tried one yet, so I can't really say if it's comparable or not to back home, but I've been wanting a snowball so bad. It makes me miss Louisiana. All right, and then we're gonna put some evaporated milk in here. So I need my can opener to open this one. It is not a pop top. And our can opener, you sit right on top. It kind of locks on there. Twist it. I'm gonna have to go. Oh, you can feel it release, so you twist the opposite way. And what's great about the Pampered Chef can opener, a lot of people love, especially because their kids can help them, it unseals the can. It does not cut the can, so you don't have any sharp edges. We're gonna pour that in there. You don't have sharp edges. You can just take it right off. Super easy. Can opener sits on top, not the side. Looks a little different, but works great. Let me stir these veggies. Y'all, this smells delicious. It's starting to get that color from all that seasoning and juice and lovely stuff on the bottom. And I'm gonna show y'all how to cut this chicken fast and easy. One of my absolute favorite products in just a moment. Ooh, I'm losing stuff over here. I'm gonna stir up these veggies, put the top back on. All right, we are going to mix the 3 milks. Tres leches means 3 milks. A little Spanish lesson for you in case you didn't know. Hey, Katie. So we're gonna mix that until it's nice and blended. And we're gonna pour our 3 milks on top of the cake that we just made in the microwave. And y'all, like, it's super fluffy. Like when I touch it, it just bounces back at me. And I am a big baker, and so I definitely like to do things homemade in the oven, but sometimes you wanna do something quick and easy. Pampered Chef has a ton of recipes on their website that we're gonna pour this right on top. Oh y'all, it's like sucking it all in. So good. If you like tres leches cake, this recipe is great. It's actually supposed to be coconut, but I'm not huge, or my family's not huge into coconut, so I just did a regular. And this was the small batter bowl. Has a lid in case you have to store things in the fridge. Super easy. We're gonna let that cool off before we make whipped cream for it. So we're gonna let our cake cool off. It has all those lovely holes in it because I took the wooden spoon to it. So let me move that back. Sorry guys, I'm like moving you around. Okay, so we're gonna come back to our guacamole. We're gonna mix all that up in our manual food processor. Let me position y'all in a better way. Okay. So our manual food processor, we're gonna just pump this thing until it is all mixed. I'm gonna need something to stir it all together after. So like I said, for this manual food processor, what's so cool is that not only is it something that will chop up all your veggies and anything else you want to chop up. I've chopped up nuts and I've crushed Oreo cookies, but you can also use it as a storage container after. So let's check this. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It looks pretty much, I like to have some chunks of avocado in mine. So we're gonna take this out. I'm gonna use mix and scraper just to make sure it's all incorporated. It's beautiful guacamole. And like I said, we can make it into a storage container. It's got a lid, and it goes right on top, and this can be stored in your fridge, like super easy, like make guacamole, and it's stored, and it's gonna be delicious because this recipe is so good. So we have guacamole. We're gonna put that on the side. Those parts go in the dishwasher. You can just hand wash this super fast, rinse this off, and it's very easy to clean. Almost, if not all, of the things I'm using tonight are dishwasher safe, so perfect. So we're gonna put that over here. Okay, so one of the last things that I wanna do is make the shred some cheese for y'all. So I had a coworker the other day say, sometimes I watch your videos and I see you shred your own cheese, and that's just, I don't have time for that. Well, I thought I didn't have time for that either, but when it's simple, changing small things to take out the extra preservatives or just the processed things that we don't need to have processed, just changing a few little things can really make meals better for your family. And one of those things you can do is shred your own cheese, and it tastes better. Like all that extra stuff that's on it, it's just it tastes better when you shred your own cheese. And it's easy when you have a good grater, one that's sharp and easy to use. And kids can help use this thing too. So it has a protective guard that I just pulled off, so when it's in your drawer, you don't touch yourself because this is super sharp. There's a button on the side. You just push it and pull it out. You can put it tent style like this, or you can put it flat over something you can shred. We're gonna do it tent style, and we're going to, I don't know what I did with my other cutting board. We're just gonna reuse this one because that one just had some, well, maybe rinse it off real quick. All right, we're gonna shred some cheese, and then this is really gonna be finished. Ooh, look at that, beautiful. Our veggies are almost soft enough. Okay, we're gonna shred some cheese real fast. Okay, so this also has a hand guard, just like our simple slicer. It comes right on here. There's two parts to it. Now, if you have a large block of cheese, you can just go right at it with your large block of cheese and go up and down. But sometimes your fingers start to get really close, and I've cut my finger on this thing before, and it does not feel good. So, what I like to do is cut little chunks. Cut that out. I'll cut little chunks, and we'll put a chunk in this little compartment right here. And if you're just getting on, give me a like, give me a heart, tell me what you had for dinner. And all you gotta do is go up and down, up and down, up and down, and it slices it super easy. All right, sometimes I have a little extra. You can eat that. You can do whatever you want with it. I like to eat it. as I'm cooking. So we're gonna do another little piece. Let me push all this over. It's kind of taking up some space. Woo! We're losing our hand guard. I'll do another block right in here. So if you're one of those moms that's like, well, I don't have time to grate my own cheese, totally understand. It gets busy being a mom, whether you stay at home, you work, whatever it may be. Sometimes small little things like this can get your kids in the kitchen with you. My niece likes to help in the kitchen, and this is something she can do because there's a safety guard. So that's really great. Hey, Kelsey. You had yogurt. Well, hopefully you can eat something else during your break or when you get off. Okay, so we have lovely cheese here, and man, I love, love, love cheese. I don't think I could ever go vegan because I could not do without cheese. So that was super easy. Remember, this is the micro plane cheese grater. It goes flat, tent style. Close it in your drawer. Super great. We're gonna put this in the safe and dishwasher safe. Love dishwasher safe things. Makes my life so much better. So we're gonna put this aside. I think our veggies are done. So we are just going to mix them. We're gonna put this in our sink over here. And before we mix our veggies with our chicken, we have to cut this chicken. And we're going to do it with something called a salad chopper. I know, it's called a salad chopper. It cuts salad, it definitely does, but I rather use it for chicken. And I use it for salad too. The little lock right here, you undo, opens up, and this section kind of goes with your bowl. All you have to do is chop up your chicken into large pieces first, and then you just chop away. And y'all, look how beautiful this chicken is that came out of our grill pan.
No.
Carter's trying to come say hello to you guys.
Sure. What you want?
All right.
Something to drink?
We're gonna chop this up.
Yeah, let's go play.
You can use one hand, two hands, whatever is easier for you. I chop up Carter's food with this. He's almost 3 now, and some food he just eats too fast, or like spaghetti, it's just hard for him to eat. So I chop it up. This makes it a lot simpler, a lot easier. Lo mein, I like to do that.
Mommy,
Yes, buddy. You want to say hi to everybody?
I want more, please.
When you say hi, say hey. You got camera shy? He didn't want to say hi.
Would you want some milk?
He wants some milk. So we're going to chop that up.
Which one do you?
We have 2 pounds of chicken here, so it's going to take me a little bit longer than having just 1 pound, but still 2 pounds of chicken. I'm just chopping it up like scissors. Like, this is super easy, and look how well it's chopping up. Like, incredible, absolutely incredible. And then it's gonna make it easier to eat. I know sometimes with fajitas you have more of like a strip of meat, but when it's shredded like this, it's just so much easier to eat. So our tres leches cake is cooling right now. We're gonna make some fast whipped cream and put it on top. And then, I'm gonna be finished. And I've only been on here for like 35, 40 minutes. So I had dinner. And if you wanna eat guacamole with chips, I guess you can say a side or an appetizer, and dessert in like 40, 45 minutes. Super fast, especially on a day that you work all day, or if you were just busy with errands and you need something quick for your family. I know like tacos or fajitas are normally a quick meal, but this is like restaurant quality, delicious food. Okay, I'll make sure I got all that chicken. Just look how well it's shredded all of that. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I forgot a little piece right here. Make sure I got it all. Awesome. I find this is easier to clean if you rinse it out immediately. You rinse that out really fast and it's super simple. Now, if you like lettuce on your fajitas, you can definitely chop up some lettuce too the same way. Very easy. So we're gonna actually throw this back in the pot with the veggies. I'm gonna move you guys over here so you can see. All our veggies are covered by the chicken now, but I'm gonna mix it all together. So you can see our lovely fajitas. I have quite a bit in here. Enough for dinner and lunch and dinner again. Look at those veggies, how beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. If you don't like your chicken shredded as much, you definitely don't have to chop it as much as this is. But if you like shredded chicken, especially like for salads or if you like shredded chicken and pastas, things like that, that salad chopper can definitely get you some shredded chicken. So we have our chicken and veggies in that. I'm gonna put this, oops, I just got some chicken on the floor. Put that on low. We are going to heat up our tortillas. Those of you who may be in Texas, HEB tortillas. Can I get a hey, hey? Love these things. You cannot get fresh tortillas in Louisiana. They just don't have places that have fresh tortillas like this. This is the micro cooker, the large one. Some of you guys were asking about it, so I figured I'd use it to heat up our tortillas tonight. I also used the rice cooker plus to heat up tortillas. What's really great is that it has these holes on the lid, so the steam kind of comes out and it steams your tortillas. You only need to put them in there for like 30 seconds, if even that. But it's also good to steam veggies, or if you make pasta, this comes an automatic strainer because then you can strain the water out in your sink and keep all of the great stuff that you have in the bowl. And it goes only in the microwave. It's called a micro cooker. So if you're one that does not like to really cook, but you use your microwave a lot, you can even brown ground meat in here and add some taco seasoning and water, and you have tacos. So I'm just putting our tortillas in here to warm them up, because who likes cold tortillas? Should be enough for us tonight. And then I'm gonna just put our top on, and this is gonna go in the microwave for like 20 seconds. So we have guacamole, we have our chicken fajitas, tortillas are in there, we have cheese, I said guacamole. The only thing we need left is some whipped cream for our tres leches. So I'm gonna make quick whipped cream and then we're gonna be done. I have powdered sugar in our whipped cream maker right now. I'm just gonna pour some heavy whipping cream right here. We're gonna pour some heavy whipping cream. We're gonna cancel that. There is a line right here that tells us a cup. And so we're gonna open this up. It's like stuck on here. Oh no, I can't open this. It's like the paper is connected. All right. My hands are wet now. Let me use this. Okay, I think I got it. So we're gonna pour our heavy whipping cream just a little below that line. You don't wanna put all the way to the line because if you put too much, it's gonna overflow as you pump it. So we're gonna close this. We're just gonna put this right on top and we're gonna pump the handle. Now, depending how fast you pump the handle will be how fast your whipped cream forms. I like to go a little slow in the beginning because I don't like it to splash all over. And then I go a little bit faster. You can start to feel the resistance when it starts to form more like a whipped cream. And just keep pumping that. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll definitely answer those. Even if you're watching the replay later, please ask your questions so that I can help you out, especially if it's regarding any type of product. If you have concerns, I had somebody in one of the parties had questions about products she already had that was under warranty, and we were able to figure out a solution for her. And so this feels a lot thicker now, so let's check it out. Look at that. We have beautiful whipped cream, and what I love about this, let me just get a little knife of some sort. You know what I have? I actually just purchased the batter scraper. Let me get that out of here. So I'm just gonna get all that whipped cream out. This is the batter scraper. I just got this the other day. All right, so we have beautiful whipped cream, and if you weren't gonna use all this, we're gonna put it on top of our cake, but if you weren't going to, you can take this lip off on the bottom and store it in your fridge. I do that quite often. I had to wash this thing to use it again tonight, and I had to eat the rest of the whipped cream that was in it. But you wanna wait until your cake is completely cool, otherwise your whipped cream will melt. But we're going to put our whipped cream right on top of our tres leches cake. Remember, we made our cake in the microwave, and we made a nice little 3 milk mixture. We poked holes in the cake, and now we're topping it with whipped cream. All right, beautiful. If you had like almonds or toasted coconut or something else that you want to put on top to garnish it, definitely can. I'm gonna keep it in this container because I'm gonna keep it in the fridge, and this the raw crock can go on the stove top in the oven. It can go under the broiler. It can go in the freezer and go in the fridge. So I'm gonna keep it in the fridge. It also goes in the dishwasher when you're done with it. All right, we have all of our whipped cream. So we have tres leches cake. It smells so good. I can't wait to eat it. And some people like tres leches that's cold. So if you rather tres leches that's cold, definitely put this in the fridge and let it cool up for some time. Because the first time I tried it warm, it was like, this is weird. But then it still tastes amazing. So it's still good. But if you rather it cold, you can definitely put this in the fridge. Just put your top on it and put it in the fridge for about an hour or so, and it'll get cool. But let's make a fajita real fast. We're going to take our fajita out, our tortillas out, get a plate. We're going to put some lovely chicken fajita mixture on that. Look how beautiful that is. Smells so good. I'm going to, and these are the tongs I forgot to tell you about. Sometimes people get confused because they're like, what do I do? But they are gravity sensitive, so when you flip them upside down like this, they open, and when you flip them this way and squeeze, then they stay closed. Sometimes people get a little confused. We have our guacamole that we made that is in our storage container that used to be a manual food processor. Beautiful guacamole. We'll spoon some of that on here. And our shredded cheese, which is very easy. Don't be intimidated by home shredded cheese and not one from a bag. So beautiful chicken fajitas, fast. I've have chicken fajitas with guacamole and tres leches cake, and it hasn't even been an hour. So that's quite incredible. If you have questions about hosting a party or how you can get products for free or discounted, or you just have questions about products, please let me know. Right now for May, the host special, well, first off, with host specials, when your party qualifies at $200 in guest sales, then you get, at the first tier, you start free money for Pampered Chef money, and then you have a discounted, a half off price item, and then you also get a 60% off item of whatever the month special is. So this month's special is cookware. So like this is one of the new skillets. It's non-stick and it is stainless steel. You can see like this mesh. It looks like a mesh, like a honeycomb. It has both of them in there. So you get like a beautiful sear of a stainless steel pan, but it's so easy to clean. Like, so easy. And I made shrimp scampi the other night in it, and it definitely made a difference. So you can get that for 60% off this month. Also you get a percentage overall from your order off, and then 10% off for an entire year. And then if you have someone who books a party, then at their party you get discounts too. So it's absolutely incredible. The rewards on top of rewards on top of rewards. My last host, one of my last hosts just earned like $200 free in products. She had her own shopping spree. My sister, she hosted a party and it was double rewards month, which in June is double rewards month. She earned $400 in free Pampered Chef products. She was completely blown away and she didn't even know how to use all of her host money. So she was super excited about that. And in June, if you want to book a party in June, there are two big things. The first one is 60% off of rock crocks. So if the rock crock that we just made this tres leches cake in, really think that you think that that's amazing. Plus, one thing I did not show you is that it also has a crock pot stand. So you can put that thing in this bad boy and then it becomes a crock pot. Like, that pot does so many things, I can't even tell you how many things it does. So you can make, you can get that rock crock at 60% off for host specials in June. And actually through April's party, Natalie just booked a party, so thank you, Natalie. And she's gonna have our party in June so that she can get double host rewards. So that means that you have double free money, double discounted products. Like I said, my sister earned $400 in free products. Completely blown away. And then you get 60% off rock crocks plus the discount on top of that you get, and then 10% off for a year. So super incredible. If you love Pampered Chef, please ask questions if you have any. And if you just feel like you don't have the money to spend right now, totally get you, especially the summer's coming up and there's graduations and Mother's Day and Father's Day and birthdays, so you just can't spend the money right now, then have a party, because then you can just earn it free and you can get all the things that you want. So if you have questions about that, let me know. And any questions about products, please let me know. I'm here to help you out. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. Last, I will repeat in case you're just joining, we have chicken fajitas with guacamole and a tres leches cake that I made in the microwave. 12 minutes in the microwave and the cake was made. And then I mixed everything else. So thanks for joining, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a great night.